Good morning. Happy Sunday. I am very excited. I'm wearing a this hat today. It's in honor of last night's birthday extravaganza adventure with Sally for her birthday, and we just had a blast. And I agreed to wear the hat on the live stream this morning, and it's probably better because I was up way too late last night. But I'm really happy to see you all here today, and to talk to you. So, my name is Jenny Hensley, and I'm an effectiveness coach and the CEO of Dynamics. Our goal is to help you reclaim your time so you can reclaim your life and absolutely love your work again. And one of the big things that we're working on is helping you to stop bag meetings. That is our hashtag. And so the video today is going to focus on meetings, and we'll continue to do a Facebook Live every Sunday at 10 a.m. The goal is to help you get your week started off on a positive note and have maybe some new ideas for your meetings. So last week we did part one of how to get real work done in your meetings. And so we're really getting into, the previous meetings we've been talking about choosing agenda items, getting the agenda ready. And now we're getting into the real heart of planning, which is choosing the specific processes for each of your agenda items. So last week I went through step by step how you select a process. And this week in part two, I'm going to use a real example so that you can see how we would plan for a meeting. So just to do that, I'm going to review the 3 steps and take my example. So the first goal tip is you need to know your team. You need to know what the strengths and weaknesses are of your team when you get together. If you don't have established norms, that's something we'll talk about in the future. But there are norms for any group. If you haven't established them, they may be there. They are there anyway, and they may not be great. They may be people having sidebar conversations, or people not interacting, going off topic, not staying on agenda. So you need to know your team. So for my example, we're going to be considering that we're working with an administrative team, and we're going to implement instructional rounds, instructional walkthroughs or instructional rounds. And I'm going to say, for purposes of our example, that my team does tend to get off task, and I know that sometimes I'm going to need to use a timer with them, and that we're going to need to stick to the agenda. So know your team's number one. Hey, Dwight, good morning. The next thing is you need to be crystal clear on your purpose and role. So as I shared, our purpose is going to be implementing instructional rounds, gathering input from the group about what we need to do, and establishing a timeline. Crystal clear. This is what we're doing, this is why, and this is the information that I need from the group. So role and purpose have to be clear. Third is the best part, I think, which is choosing a process. That is, for me, geeking out, the best way. It's when you get into the creative part of a meeting. You're thinking about, how do we really get people to interact? How do we make sure that everyone has an opportunity to provide their input, and that it's in a safe way, a safe environment, so they feel like they can share. So with this one, so we're implementing instructional rounds with our team, who we have already discussed tends to get off track. So I'm going to switch over to PowerPoint. This is the first time I've done this with you guys, so see how it goes. We have a membership site and have hundreds of processes on there. And we have them for you in PDFs and in PowerPoint format, so that you can just take them and use them in your presentations. So today I'm just going to share one of those with you, and I'm also going to share this with you in the show notes and when we post the video on YouTube. So with this idea, I was thinking about, okay, so instructional rounds, this is something that may be new. We need to first make sure that we dialogue and have a clear understanding of what instructional rounds are. So I would have an article that's not too long. I would say 2 to 4 pages, no longer than that, and ask the group to read the article and highlight the strategies. Note the strategies that really apply to the instructional rounds, and also start focused thinking about what are we going to need to do and when. And once the group has done that, put them into smaller groups, and they create a poster, and they think to themselves, what might we try, or what can we do in 4 minutes? So what can we do here today in this meeting? What can we do in 4 hours? So what could we do yet the rest of the day when you go back to your buildings, or to whatever office you're in, or whatever department you're in? What could we do in 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 years? So you can obviously change these time frames. It doesn't have to be 4, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to do years if you don't think that applies. But you have the group start breaking it down backwards, or winding the goal down to steps that they can actually input, steps that are meaningful, steps that they can actually know that they can do today. And it helps them feel like you start building momentum, because there's something I can do right now, there's something I can do today, and it makes it something that implementing like instructional rounds is a bigger topic. So it can be overwhelming. So this is a way for it not to be so overwhelming. Whenever we share a process with you on our website, or we share them on social media all the time, we also give you some background and context. This is just the last page of the PowerPoint, so that you could see why we would use this, when we recommend using it. We always have tips for using it. So that is an example for you. And I hope it's something that you could try. I hope it's a process that you could try. We have heard from you that one of the most helpful things is to have many, many processes. That's why we have 100 so on our site for you. But we will be sharing those. I'm going to share them in mini tip videos, and share processes that are for certain purposes. So that's going to be coming up. Also, spoiler alert, Tom is going to be on a live stream with me, hopefully next week, but in the near future. He's so excited. I'm not really that excited about it, but he's still going to be on. So you'll be able to meet Tom. As always, please share and like the video, and it plays any questions that you have, any topics you want to talk about, meeting problems you have in the comments. It's really helpful to us if you like, share, and subscribe, especially subscribing to our YouTube channel. That way you'll get updates. We do at least 2 videos a week, and so you'll get updates on those too. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Sunday, and as always, if you have the day off, please enjoy it. And Harry and Luna agree, they're over there. So have a great, great day. Bye.